To get the dealer's cost, the list of rebates, plus discounted interest rates, click on the CarCostCanada tab at any time during the video. This is the GMC Sierra Crew Cab Denali, and if you want any more proof that the new American luxury is pickup trucks, all you have to do is look at this product. The one I have here starts in the high 60s in the Canadian market, around $67,000. This one, delivery, freight, and $10,000 worth of options is just over $80,000. Luxury car territory, and sales in North America of pickup trucks has absolutely shot through the roof. And you're kind of wondering to yourself, who would spend $80,000 on a pickup truck? I'm here to tell you, I've spoken to executives of the domestic manufacturers, and they say when they bring out a top-level pickup truck, it always sells better than they had anticipated. There seems to be no top end to pickup truck sales. So the one you see here has some additional packages. It's got the upgraded engine to a 6.2 liter V8. That's around $3,000. It's got some safety packages. I like the 22-inch wheels. That does kind of give it a bit of that luxury look to it. It certainly is an upscale looking truck. You want chrome? Lots of chrome. GMC, massive grille, chrome tow hooks on the bottom. By the way, here's something different between Canada and the United States. In the United States, Chevrolet all the way. They sell way more Chevrolets than they do GMCs. In Canada, 180 degrees flip. GMC outsells Chevrolet. It's amazing the differences from one country to the next. So around the side, you see the 22-inch wheels, as I mentioned, those are optional. You also get the running boards that are optional as well. I personally like those, making it easier to get in and out of a big truck like this. I know a lot of people say you don't want that. In a lot of snow and ice, they can get jammed up. That's a personal preference. This Denali is sold with 2 different bed lengths, and around the back, the MultiPro tailgate that has 6 different functions. Let's have a look. So as manufacturers move to make their vehicles lighter, they're using different components, and General Motors has a mixed materials use. It's dropped 360 pounds, about 163 kilograms, about 40 kilograms just in the frame itself. And what did they do to save weight? Well, they're using aluminum in the hood, the tailgate, and the doors. The box on the outside is made of steel, and inside the box is a carbon mixture to make everything lighter. So that adds up to 360 pounds of weight savings. Now, I mentioned the tailgate. Before we get to that, they made these steps in the bumpers bigger than before, so getting in is easier. So 6 different functions to this tailgate. The first one is you just get an easy open tailgate, okay? So that's one. There's another release here that opens up this, okay? So that's going to stop things from sliding out the back of the truck. Okay, so that's 2. Put that one back down again. And then you lift this part up, right, there it goes, and it disappears. Now you can get items inside the bed easier. That's 3. Then we'll do, that's 4. So this is to be used as a workbench, eating your lunch. I think it's better because when you have longer wood, for example, you have 2x4s that are hanging out the back of the bed, it usually is up like this, they can be at a lower angle. In addition, they made this the same height as the second layer that you can access inside the bed. And then you drop this down again, and there's your step. Oh, by the way, there's a little handle there. Now, I might be missing one, but I think that the 6th one is it's closed. So what do I think of this? Well, it might be a little bit over-engineered. Remember Ford brought out the ladder in their tailgate, which was so simple and nicely executed. My worry with this is you're going to get, like if you ever unloaded sand or gravel, you know, you're going to get sand and gravel in there. I just wonder if it's going to gum up and get kind of wrecked quite easily. I'm sure they've tested it, but there you go. This is actually kind of nice too. You can sit on the back of it like this. So that's pretty cool. Now, this has the Denali logo in the back of the bed, and it's that composite material that's meant to hold up and not dent. That's a shot at Ford with their all-aluminum bed. Toyota's had a composite bed in Tacoma for a lot of years, and I guess GM's going that way. So this Denali is the premium grade, a pickup truck from General Motors, but I got to tell you, it doesn't really feel as high-end as, say, the top Ram models. And I think that's kind of where I place it right now. I would say far and away the Ram is the best in the pickup truck business when it comes to materials. It won Ward's Automotive Best Interior. And when you look at this product, it looks nice, but it doesn't have really any wow factor in comparison to the Ram, which has the open pore wood, the beautiful leather. It has the fantastic 12-inch Uconnect screen and a big panoramic roof, where this one is only available with a standard sunroof. The screen in the center of the dash looks quite small in comparison to even Ram's 8.4-inch Uconnect system. So it's nice in here. It's got some sort of faux wood. It's really just plastic. This new Sierra Crew Cab is bigger. They've added 3 inches to the back seat. It's limo-like in the back seat, certainly lots of room. The back seats fold up to give you more storage capacity, but then again, when you look at the Ram, for example, has a perfectly flat floor and has those Ram bins hidden under the floor. There certainly seems to be a little bit more in the way of thought that went into that. So I had a camera bag. I was going into an office building and I didn't want to take the big camera bag with me, and I tried to hide it under the back seat there, and it wouldn't go down all the way. So yeah, good and bad. So I would place Ram number 1. I would place this number 2 for interiors. Ford tied with Nissan at number 3. And then last would be Toyota when it comes to appeal on the inside. So this is certainly good. It has a lot of connectivity on the inside. You've got the standard 4G LTE. You've got OnStar. You've got USB and USB-C connectors. You've got a 115-volt household outlet in the front. In the center armrest, you've got more connectivity as well. So yeah, that's all nicely done. This Denali has the mirror that turns into a monitor projecting onto that from a camera in the back of the tailgate. So that's pretty good stuff. We've seen that in Cadillac as well. The center cluster has a 7-inch TFT and a beautiful big heads-up display. So there's lots of nice stuff in here. You know, who's kidding who? It's a really nicely equipped vehicle on the inside. I just don't think it's at the same level as the Ram when it comes to interior refinement. But the way it drives and what's available under the hood is first rate. So let's take it for a drive. Oh, one thing. You know I love my wireless charging. Yeah, right there, wireless charging. Now this truck came out in 2018 and so did the Ram. And the Ram won the North American Truck of the Year. I think it's because of the interior. I also think it's because of the refined ride. This product has an excellent quiet cabin and smooth feeling on road. The Ram is just that much better. It's absolutely like a luxury product. This one still has a truckiness to it, which a lot of people will like. Now let's get into the powertrains. So the 5.3 liter V8 engine is the standard engine. This one has the optional 6.2 liter. And when you get the standard engine, you get the 8-speed automatic. When you go for the optional 6.2, you get the new 10-speed automatic, which is co-developed with Ford. Ford has it in the F-150 and a bunch of other products. It's used here in General Motors. So what they do is they develop the transmission together and then they ran away and programmed them separately. And I gotta tell you, the shifts in this are so like boom, 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 spot on. This is a strong part of this truck is the new 10-speed. They did a very, very good job. Now coming to this product will be an inline 6-cylinder that will also get the 10-speed automatic transmission. Now that engine is one that I would certainly like to try again to see how refined it is, because Ford has the new 3-liter in the F-150 that is so quiet and refined, you'd have a hard time figuring out there's a diesel at play at all. So I can't wait to drive the inline, because inline engines are fantastic and diesel engines are even better. So you shed 360 pounds, you add in a 10-speed automatic transmission, then you add more tricks called the dynamic fuel management system. So what it does, it has 17 different stages of cylinder management. So this vehicle can drive on, of course, full 8 cylinders, 6, 4, and even down to 2 cylinders if you're doing very light or even downhill cruising. So that's amazing technology. Now I am not getting good fuel economy because I've been driving this mostly in the city and I haven't had it long enough to give you my actual fuel ratings. But all of these things certainly help. These trucks use fuel, there's no getting around it. You just want to save as much as you can, and these little features will do that. This truck also gets adaptive ride control. It's exclusive to Denali. It is not magnetic ride control, it's different. That is an expensive system. It samples the road much more often and changes the dampers more often. This is kind of like magnetic ride control light because it doesn't use the magnetic system at all. You do get adaptive dampers standard in Denali. It's the only truck that has that in the GMC line. The Denali also comes with a standard 2-speed transfer case and a locking rear differential. I also love the 6.2 liter engine. That isn't really working that hard if you're just driving it under light load, but it does improve things like capability. This truck has a maximum towing capacity of 9,600 pounds, and that's the same whether you get the 5-foot 8-inch bed or the 6-foot 6-inch bed. So there you go, my first impressions of the Denali. I don't have this truck for a long time because I'm actually going out of the country on another press trip. I would like to get it back and go on a road trip to see what kind of fuel economy I get. They did a nice job on this. I really do like the GMC products, as I mentioned. I say I probably put Ram there at the top when it comes to creature comforts. If I was going to buy a truck, this would certainly be in my consideration. I do like the 6.2 liter and some of the nice things they've done. But yeah, if you're in the market for full-size pickup truck, this is certainly one you should try. Tell me what you think of this truck. Tell me what you think of that tailgate, and if you think that is a feature that is going to attract people to the brand. There you go, the all-new Sierra Denali from GMC. CarCostCanada provides the dealer cost, a list of rebates, plus discounted interest rates. The link is in the description below.